Howdy folks, so we are out here at Cypress Mountain today going snowshoeing. Dries invited me over, so check it out. It is quite busy up here, look at this. It's like queues and queues and crowds and crowds. And Dries had some snowshoes, so he's the guy that talked me into it. But we already walked like 3 kilometers from the car park just to get here.
Yeah, it's a warm-up.
So now we are going snowshoeing. Check what the snowshoes look like. Like a whole, yeah, lots of grip at the bottom. All right, so this is the walk up from the parking up to the lodge. We had to park like way down the mountain because we went on the 1st of January, which means it was obviously very busy, and then the afternoon, so the 2 o'clock was when we arrived there, and it is crazy busy for that time. So it was quite a long walk up the mountain, but it's a nice walk, and it was actually quite cool to see. I mean, it's stunning out here, absolutely beautiful still. So anyway, there's quite a lot of parking. We walked all the way up from the bottom, and then you got to go. There's the first aid hut on the right, which are fairly busy, I guess. And then on this building over here is where you get the permit. Now, I thought the permit to go hike is a big thing. Meanwhile, it's just a little freaking piece of paper that you got to tear off of a roll. It's like so silly. You don't fill in anything. You just got to tear off the paper and show it at the top. And this is the lodge. This is the Cypress Lodge coming up. And then there's the inside, bathrooms and everything. And as you can see, it's actually quite busy out here. Like everybody leaving their snowboards and stuff outside when they've got these shops and rental places and where you buy tickets and you can get vending machines. So there's a lot going on over here. But what we need to do is we need to get into the hiking section so we can go hike up the mountain. And here's where you show your little piece of paper.
Hi.
Thanks
guys.
And here we go. We just put on our snowshoes over there, and now we're heading off. There's a ski lift over there. We're going to go just past it and into the hike. The first part of the hike is fairly flat. As you can see, it's very busy. I don't know, these skiers like waiting in queues forever. Not that I can ski, so I've thought about it a couple of times, but I don't know. Maybe I never developed the muscles to keep the skis perpendicular. I just kind of struggle. But anyway, let's not talk about that. So here we are on the hike. The hike is actually quite flat, the first bit. So honestly, you don't really need the snowshoes over here. You'll see that there's lots of people hiking without snowshoes. But when you get to the steeper areas, that's where it gets a little bit more interesting if you do not have your snowshoes. And then, of course, it's easier to go a little bit off track with the snowshoes because you don't sink so deep. I saw some people that really struggled with their normal boots. But anyway, so it's the first part of the hike is it's flat, so it's easy, and it's actually so beautiful. I mean, look at it. It's like a winter wonderland. You just got all the snow, and it's so pretty. But I also suppose it's so pretty because, you know, you can go home and get warm. Wonder what it would be like to live in the forest or live in the wild when it's snowy like that. I think your life's a lot rougher, I guess. Anyway, but I mean, it's nice and crispy. It wasn't too cold. As a matter of fact, it actually started getting warmer, with the jackets. That's why it's very important when you go and do this to have layers, because you can start taking off. I started sweating fairly quick, but then again, I sweat fairly quickly in general. But yeah, I mean, just look at it. It is so stunning out here. Just like being in nature. The trail is a little narrow, so when you have people coming from the front, you need to like stop and let them pass in many places. And then you've got all these families out there throwing snowballs and doing stuff. It's a fun outing. It's definitely worth doing. I mean, if you can get out there, it's worth it. Now, there's a couple of options. You can rent snowshoes, which costs about $32 or $33 a pop for a couple of hours. Or you can actually just buy snowshoes. You can buy cheap snowshoes from like $70 or $80, and then you can go more often than not. Like I said, it was quite busy, as you can see. This is still the flat area. So lots of people around. Anyway, back to the snowshoes. I do think I'm going to go and invest in some snowshoes. It really just makes sense because it's fun. It was a fun day out, and need to start doing it a little bit more. So I thought I would just do one at normal speed so you can see what the actual speed is that we are traveling up there. Yeah, it's not fast. Yeah, it started getting a little bit steeper. There's a slight steep hill. And I just actually stopped to stopped to help a guy take a photo. So Dries went up ahead because he had something in his shoe that he wanted to take out. But I mean, check it out. It's just stunning out here. All right, so here we are. Not very far up the mountain, but I'm already blowing like a freaking whale. But it is absolutely beautiful, and it's just snowing lightly out here. Check it out. Amazing. I hope the camera shows it to you like it feels, but I highly doubt it. It's actually really, really cool up here. So, let's see how far we make it up the mountain. Alright, so this is where the steeper part starts. This is still not the very steep part, but this is where it starts. Lots of people with their dogs on the mountain, and not any one of them with like dog outfits or dog raincoats or dog shoes or dog anything. It's just dogs running in the snow. Seems like they enjoy it too. So that was quite cool. Anyway, it is such a pretty landscape. Really, really is amazing. Check out the little bridge over here. All right, and this is where the climb starts. I'm not going to lie to you, this almost killed me. I was like a little bit out of shape. I mean, I can run a 5K on a flat surface, but going up the mountain was a bit of effort. You just have to stop and rest a little bit. But yeah, I mean, this is it. A nice narrow little path, and it's a beautiful day out in the snow. I started sweating profusely over here. Yeah, check another dog. And none of the dogs have got, like I say, the weather cold protection or jackets or stuff. It's like just dogs running in the snow, which is cool. Anyway, the cool thing about this outing is the fact that it's 100% free. It's beautiful. You get some exercise, and it doesn't cost a single cent. You just need to go and tear off that simple little permit slip there at the bottom, and then you can come in. But there's many places out here in West Van and North Van. I suppose across the whole of British Columbia and the whole of Vancouver, where you can go and do this and go walk up the mountain. And it's actually a very good fun day out. It really is. It's just we had to take a break for me to get my breath so we can walk further. Anyway, it's really just a really cool, fun day out, and it's definitely worth doing. We need to start doing this a little bit more. So I reckon what I'm going to try and convince Belinda to go with me at least once a month to go and walk up the mountain. Hopefully I'll get a little fitter then as well. Anyway. So this is just like the shortest loop. We're going up the mountain, and then we're going to go to the outlook to Bowen Island, which is coming up not too far from here. But yeah, this is very steep actually. Well, to me it was. I'm not going to lie. It was it was a tough walk. But it's cool, and everybody that we pass says Happy New Year, and everybody is just having a lot of fun. As you can see, there's still a few people walking without snowshoes, just with their normal shoes. There was this one lady that we found. She was she looked like she was going to fall down, but anyway. So here we go. And then there was, oh, check at this one. Some of the kids riding their sleds down the pathway. And it's also fun. So, you know, it's not just a adult exercise or a fun day. It's a fun for the families. And the kids throw snow. Oh, look at this lady. She was worried about slipping because she didn't have the right shoes on. You do want to make sure you have the right shoes on when you go up here. And snowshoes are definitely a benefit. Trust me on that one. Although a lot of people use those little crimpers. It's not the snowshoes. It's just those little slip-ons that's got the spikes. I suppose that helps as well. It's a little bit faster walking and easier walking with that than snowshoes, because the snowshoes is, I mean, it's like normal walking, but you do feel it's a little different. It is slightly different, I guess. A little bit harder work, maybe. Anyway, now we're hitting a little bit of a downhill, going to the lookout point, and you'll check it out. I mean, it is stunning. Check at this. All right, so here we are on at the Bowen lookout point on the trail, the Cypress mountain trail. But check it out, absolutely beautiful up here. Let me show you. Look at the view. It is stunning, right? I'm sweaty and tired. You won't believe how much I sweat walking up this mountain, but that's why you need to put on layers, right, Dries?
That's it.
Stunning up here. Amazing. And a damn good workout on top of that. Anyway, I'll catch you on the bottom. So luckily the downhill is a lot easier. Although when you walk this Bowen lookout, there's a little bit of a downhill to the lookout. So you've got a little bit of uphill going, you know, from the lookout point again. But it's not a steep one. It's just a little one. Over here, though, I started realizing that I've got a blister on my right heel for some reason. I don't know. My shoes are just not used to this kind of walking. Or I don't know if I don't have the right socks on. If you have any advice, let me know. But yeah, I mean, I've had these shoes forever. These are my boots, and now for some reason it made a blister while walking with the snowshoes. Anyway, so from here on in, it's all downhill, which is obviously significantly easier and goes a little bit faster. I mean, check at this. It's easy to forget that there's other people. It's just you, and it's dead quiet, and it's snowy, and you see all the little animal tracks on the sides in the snow, and yeah, I mean, it is stunning. It is nice. Actually, a little fun fact. It was on this hike in 2021 that I met Dries and Brian the first time. We were hiking up and they were hiking down, and Dries heard me and Belinda speak Afrikaans. So that's where I met Dries, who's currently also, you know, part of the family up here. So it's interesting. You never know who you're going to meet on these things, and who you're going to meet on these tracks. And it's just cool. People are nice and friendly, and I really, really enjoy it. So we're going to have to start doing this significantly more. I think as part of it, what we'll do is we'll put out a couple of hike dates and just, you know, let's all go together. Why not? Make it an outing. Anybody wants to go, we can go together. But at least once a month I must go on a hike. Because it's something that's, I don't know, man. It's so crazy. It's like, we get so set in our little ways, and then we forget we are in this place with all of these beautiful places around us and everything going on, and then we spend a year almost just sitting at home, not doing anything, watching TV, you know, binge watching Netflix, and it's just like, what the heck? How does it even happen? 2024 went by so fast. It's crazy. We do need to slow down 2025 a little bit and enjoy it. And I think doing things like this is what's going to help slow it down and make it a little bit more enjoyable. Although I'm going to have to get a little bit fitter, because I tell you what, the day after I had to actually just kind of I had to take it very easy because I was hurting like hell. So we decided to take a different route this time, not through the forest, but down to up to the ski slopes. So we decided to take the scenic route down. Now we are on the ski slopes. Check it out. All the skiers coming down. And we now need to head down on this side. Keep right, obviously, because we don't want to get run over. And the dark is setting in quickly. But anyway, an interesting day out. It is actually quite beautiful out here in the woods. Maybe one day I must learn to ski. I don't know. Don't know about my coordination. Anyway, folks, as we make our way down the ski slope towards the lodge again, I just want to highly recommend snowshoeing at Cypress. And, well, I suppose anywhere, but Cypress is like much more controlled, the nicer tracks, and you can walk down the ski slopes. And yeah, I suppose there are plenty of places. So if you know of any other cool places to go snowshoeing, please let us know in the comments. But it was definitely worth it. I'm going to go do it again. Belinda is ready. We just need to go and find ourselves some snowshoes. And I don't know. I mean, you get snowshoes that cost up to $200-300, and you get snowshoes for like $70. And to be quite frank, I think the $70 snowshoes are just as good as far as we're concerned. I mean, it's not like I'm going to be walking 100 miles in the snow. It's just up and down the mountain here and there. But yeah, without a doubt, it is a lot of fun. It's 100% worth it. It's a great family exercise. It's good for your health, I guess. Fresh mountain air and a bit of walking and a bit of exercise. And it's free. Doesn't cost anything. Well, after you've bought the snowshoes, obviously. And I might need to get some hiking boots because my normal boots, like I said, gave me a blister on my foot. But for the rest, it is just very cool. So I highly recommend it. Please make sure that this winter you get out there and you go and do this as well. And if you feel like going and you don't have anybody to go with, give me a shout. I'm keen to go and do it again. So there you go, folks. I hope you all have a absolutely wonderful 2025 and that things are going to be amazing this year and that it goes a lot slower. Cheers.